Today I have got you a couple of squiggle cowls. What is a squiggle cowl? What is a cowl? Maybe you're joining me for the first time and you don't know what a cowl is, because if you know me at all, you know I like cowls. I do like cows, but this is different. Excuse me. So this is a cowl. It's going to sit over your head, on your neck, to keep you nice and warm and stylish when it's cool out. And quite honestly, these are really great if you are in a place that is breezy, that you're like, I don't want a cumbersome jacket. Maybe you carry a large bag with you, maybe you keep your knitting bag around, maybe you've got your large purse or bag, and you don't want to haul around a jacket. I actually find that keeping a cowl in my bag that I just take and just kind of roll up and keep, if you don't want it to get pulled or anything, you put it in like a little plastic baggie or something and keep it with you. And then you have a nice little cowl. If it's cold in the room, you could take it and like tuck it into your shirt, or even like do this if you're like, it's so cold, whatever. So, but I do like them inside a jacket or whatever. You can make them a little shorter. This one's a little bit long. It's a 29-inch, but you can make it maybe a little shorter if you needed to. But anyway, this is the Squiggle cowl, and I've made this on the needles. Let me show you the darker color one. You can really see the cables stand out, and it has these squiggle cables all lined up in here, and then a couple of regular cables, and then some more squiggles. So we have two versions. We have the needle knit version and the loom knit version, and they're identical. So grab you a pair of US 10s or a chunky 5/8 large gauge loom and a nice bulky weight yarn, and you've got it. So I'm working with this Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek Chunky. I like it because it's a low pill yarn, and it is a number 5. Just want to double check. Yeah, I was like, it's a number 5. And it just uses one ball of this, and we like one ball projects. This one, last price, it was about $5, $5 US. Prices have been fluctuating, but I love making something that's takes one ball. It's like $5 or about, if you've already got your needles. And this would be a great gift to someone or just to yourself. Like I said, a little tip for you is to roll it up and put it in your bag, or knitting, maybe in a plastic bag to keep it from getting pulled on it. And then you can use this in an area, like say you go to church or you go to the movies and it's just always cold, but maybe you don't want the extra bulk on you. Like maybe it's in the middle of summer and you're like, I don't want to carry a jacket, but I always get cold when I go inside. Wear this. It'll help you. It keeps your neck warm, especially if you're not a hat person, because not everybody is. I love hats, but sometimes we're like, we don't want to wear a hat. So yeah, throwing this on is a great thing. I've never really said that in any of my broadcasts before, but anyway, I'm going to say hello. Welcome everyone. We got about 20 people joining us right now. I don't know. It could be more. I don't know. I never can tell with the live stuff with with YouTube. It's rando. It tells me the wrong numbers all the time. Hey, Lori, good morning. I see you. Welcome, Joanne. Good morning. And hello, Alicia. Happy Easter. Happy Good Friday, everyone. Today is the day, Friday. Are you off from work and school today? I know some people maybe out running errands. I know some people get the day off and then they're like, oh, I'm errand girl or errand guy. I'm just going to go and run my stuff. But I hope you take a moment to slow down and, observe what this weekend, what today and this weekend is all about. So, oh, we got another one pop up. Nope. So anyway, this weekend, tomorrow morning, we have our Squiggle cowl being released for the needles. Last week we had our loom knit version, and I'm wearing the needle knit version right here. I love it. It's so soft, and I love the difference in the cables on here. That nice fun funky serpentine or squiggle pattern. It's just different. It's great. Let's see. Lori says, first here in Washington, so many businesses will be closed Sunday and Easter. Really? Like, that's a first, really? I remember when everything was closed on Sundays, and on Easter, or like say on Christmas, and like everything was closed. Do you remember that? Like, I mean, maybe not the police station and fire and the emergency services, like hospitals, but I felt like everything was closed. Um, yeah, yeah. Random question. Do y'all remember when gas stations closed? I mean, in some rural towns it still happens. Like, you can't use your card at the pump. But do you remember when before you could ever pay with a credit card at a pump, gas stations would just shut down? So, yeah, that's so yeah, it's different. Anyway, good morning. I see another person's joined us. Celia, welcome. Good morning. I'm glad you're here with us today. So we are in our second week of our Squiggle cowl. I like to make patterns that are for people who loom knit, and also people who needle knit. You may not call it needle knitting; it's just knitting to you. But here at GoodKnit Kisses, we love to teach and knit with looms, knitting looms, and so I like to have both. And of course, we also have a lot of crochet. You'd think with the name GoodKnit Kisses, all we do is knit, but we do also have a ton of crochet learning videos, several patterns. We have a few like intermediate things. I haven't made one, but if you're a crochet person and you're interested, let me know if you want me to kind of attempt this. I haven't ever made any kind of squiggle cable. I have made a cable in crochet. I could maybe attempt it. It might end up being just a regular cable. I'm just being real with you. Some people were like, she's the expert. No, I learn how to do it and then I try and teach you the ways to do it, or an easy way to do it. Yeah, and make a pattern and all that kind of stuff. So I don't automatically know how to make the squiggle version on crochet, but I could definitely try and figure that out if you're like, I really want to do it, but I don't knit or loom knit. But if you do crochet, sorry, run on thoughts and things. Um, if you do crochet and you wanted to knit, why not try loom knitting? If you're like, I'm afraid of holding the needles, or I have carpal tunnel, or I drop the stitches, or whatever reason, check out loom knitting. I would love for you to do that. We have a series on learning how to loom knit, and it's so rewarding, especially if you've been someone who really wanted to learn from a young age, and maybe you had a bad experience. Maybe it was a teacher, maybe it's the environment. Whatever it was, I would love for you to learn over here at GoodKnit Kisses, because there's so much that opens up to you once you do. Oh, good morning. Cecilia is in Spain. Welcome. Hola. We've got, let's see, Alicia says, oh, yes, I remember all the shopping stores, gas stations were also closed, even on Christmas Day. Yes, and Thanksgiving, for sure. I remember one of my first jobs, my second job ever, I worked at a grocery store, and my family was so upset because they were going to make me the store, because to get my minimum hours, and I was still in school. They're like, you're going to have to work on Thanksgiving. And I'm like, what? It was, yeah, yeah. That was a whole thing. That was not good. I'm like, they're like, they should be closed on Thanksgiving. And that was not even a Sunday. Let's see. Good morning, Mary Lou. I see you jumping on. Welcome. She's another member. If you see the little icons on here, those are members. Thank you so much for your support. They're GoodKnit Kissers. We have different levels. We have a knit level, a purl, and more. And yeah, the icons that have a little bitty icon of me holding up a loom, those are kind of lifetimers. They've been here for several years in support, and I just so appreciate you. Here's another one. Lori Sparks says, but if you're in Texas or South, here's some small business. Let's see. Oh, yes. In some small businesses, and once Hobby Lobby got here, only them. So in Washington, only Hobby Lobby and some small businesses were closed on Sundays, is what she's saying. Yeah. Back in the day, only pharmacy, medicine, food, occasionally gas. Yeah. Ah! She just said the word pantyhose. The Sunday I couldn't buy pantyhose in 1972 in Texas. I couldn't go to church and have bare legs. That was such a real thing. Yeah, I had to have pantyhose on back in the day. Oh my gosh. I was just talking to someone the other day and I was like, I am showing my age because I was like, do you remember like wearing the little petticoats? Now I was like little, but I had the little petticoats and they were like, you did? I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, and the way to get them nice and puffy is you like scrunch them. So you go in the underneath and you go scrunch the skirt. Anybody remember doing that? And then you get it puffier and it's all cute. And they were like, yeah, you're much older than us. My daughter's graduating this year, and apparently I'm one of the older moms, or I mean, I think I may be the oldest mom there. Um, and we were talking about some things, and I was like, oh, I'm showing my age. We waited a while to have kids, so I'm about 10 years behind some of the ladies that had babies when, um, yeah, I have friends who have babies that are like 10 years, their oldest is 10 years older than my oldest because we waited so long. So, oh, really? Joanne says up in Maine, the only thing you can't do up here on Sunday is hunt. Everything is open. You can't hunt on a Sunday? Really? Good morning, Cass. Haven't seen you here in a while. Starbeam, hello. I see you. Anyway, this is so fun. I love all the reminiscing. What is your favorite thing? Let's roll it back to knitting and crochet. What is your favorite thing to do on a day off? Do you like to knit or crochet on your day off? Do you say, this is the day where everybody's off, then we just go do something else? Or are you the one who's like, you're like always bringing one of your projects with you, no matter where it is? Like, we're going to the park, I'm going to bring my knitting. We're going to go to the movies, I'm going to bring my knitting. Um, what do you do when you have a day like that closed? Or do you just sit, sleep? She says. Crochet. Marlene, welcome. I see you jumping in. Hey, hon, we missed you last week. Hey, Melissa, good morning to you as well. Yeah, so what do you do? We've got sleep, we've got crochet. Crochet too. I crochet every day in gaming. Ooh, Eileen. Come on, Eileen. Tell us what you game. Are y'all interested in a knitting game? What if you could play a knitting or crochet game and then outspits from a digital printer your knitting? I'm gonna virtually knit and then I get this thing. That would be really cool if you could do that and it became like an art piece, because 3D printers are like kind of plastic material, right? I mean, I think there's other materials you can do, but that would be really cool to like make a thing that like hangs on your wall. Am I the only person who thinks stuff like that? Lori says go shopping for yarn, always believing I'm going to get the newest project done. Yeah. I can't find a good crochet app. Yes. I find different apps and then it's not exactly what I wanted in that one. Yeah, that's a challenge. I wish I knew how to code and to be able to make a better one of those, but I can't. Now we have an app in the App Store which doesn't get updated anymore, so I don't even know if you can still download it in the App Store. If you have it, don't get rid of it. But because I don't have my developer anymore, it's a lot to like keep up with that. But yeah, we had that, and it has a access to all my videos, and you can search and that kind of thing. And we had some calculators on there, but yeah, it's expensive to do that and keep up. So, so I see some people popping their apps up, and I'm like, how did you do that so fast without getting somebody to help you? So anyway, I wish I knew more about that. Oh yeah, Alicia, it's depending upon what everyone's doing. I usually help my brother help clean the house. The dog hair's everywhere. Dog hair is everywhere. That is a problem. We have a golden retriever and he has hair everywhere. And then we have another one with a very short hair and he's just, no, it's pleasant because it's not everywhere. I love it. I love it. Well, I'm so glad you guys joined me today. It's been fun. It's Good Friday again. Be sure and celebrate this weekend. Well, Resurrection weekend, Easter weekend. We celebrate it in our family as Resurrection Day on Sunday. And so that's what we'll be doing. I'm going to go to a service tonight for Good Friday. So that'll be nice. Oh, Kessid, we need to get you on loom knitting. She hasn't loom knit since Christmas. Well, girl, this is the loom knit project we came out with last week. This is the Squiggle cowl. One more time, the Squiggle cowl. It has all these fun little cables and squiggle cables. And this one on my neck is the needle knit version. So this one is the one that is coming out tomorrow. If you are a VIP, you already have this in your inbox. You're a VIP level number 2 or Pearl level 2 or above, and that will be in your inbox right now. The video for stitching the ribbing together is already out. And also, if you want to try your hand at this, but you're not sure about making such a big project, we do have a cable version of, I'm sorry, we have a headband version. And in that one, I didn't give you explicit directions on how to sew this together other than just, just stitch it together. But if you want to practice that technique on your headband, that would be a great way to do it. Those patterns are already available now. So one is a rope type headband and one has a squiggle headband, and those are like a 2-in-1 pattern. We have one for loom knitting and one for needle knitting. So if you want to get started on that, that's a great one if you're just trying to check off things like I got more projects done. They're also good little gifts to give people a nice little soft squishy headband. You could get started in making those for stocking stuffers for people for next Christmas if you wanted to. Yeah, you can make several of those. So we'll see you on the Zoom if you are a VIP and you're joining us. Have a great day and happy knitting and crochet. Bye, everyone. Love you all. Happy Easter.